Great Con 7 commented, I actually remember reading a story on Ask Reddit when I first joined around 5 years back. The thread itself might have been even older, I don't know, but it really creeps me out. I'm hoping someone can remember and link it because I still haven't found it after a lot of researching. So basically, a family was on a road trip and they were driving on a countryside road at night when they saw a person with a broken car signaling them to stop. That's a bad sign right there. Don't do that, especially at night. But the dad who was driving had a gut feeling something was wrong and kept driving. There you go. Thank you, man. After they drove away from the scene, the kids or the wife, not sure, looked back and saw a group of people rising from the field where they were hiding. The thought of what might have happened if they stopped was terrifying. That is terrifying. I'm so glad that dad did not stop. Even I, reading this, I knew something bad was gonna happen. So clearly that was just a whole plot. That this man was like, oh, come help me, my car is broken down. And then they stop and people jump them or take their car or who knows. There was a woman on Reddit who posted a bunch of recordings of her sleeping, but then realized, thanks to comments, that someone was watching her in her sleep. No, that is my worst nightmare. Oh my God. She got tipped off by the sounds of something clicking and then later someone talking to her while she was sleeping. That is so creepy. So like, was somebody breaking into her apartment and just like breathing over her and watching her sleeping or what? But I heard this story before and I listened to the recording and it's absolutely terrifying. Thank God that somebody commented that, hey, you may have someone breaking into your house watching you sleep, because that was actually the case. So far, these Reddit posts seem to be useful. Don't stop in the middle of the night, somebody signaling down your car, and maybe have a sleep app to see if somebody is, entering your house and sneaking around while you're sleeping. Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to Central Dark. My name is Lindsay Ivan, and today let's look at some creepy Reddit posts that you should never read. I know I say that we should never read it, and I'm gonna be the one reading it, so, But just ignore that, and let's just read it together. About a group of campers who were camping in a mountain area. They heard a noise in the distance. They described it as an animal dying? Ugh. It went on for a few hours, this moaning/wail. In the morning, they all left, and later on during the week/day, they heard a news story about 2 hikers who had gone missing in the area they were camping. They both fell off a cliff. One died on impact, while the other stayed alive for hours and then later died. They think the moaning was the second hiker who was still alive. I literally got chills. I want to cry. That is so sad. Like, they're just camping, and they're like, wow, that's the sound of an animal dying. No, you literally heard the last couple of hours of this woman or this person. The guy who tried heroin for the first time and told everyone he was going to do it again and just did it because he was bored. Called everyone an idiot for telling him he was going to get addicted. Then a month later posted about how he was addicted and started shooting up. It was very sad. Updated posts for a few years, and I believe last I knew he was clean. But he went from a good job to homeless addict, and the whole thing was documented. Oh my God, that hit me too. That is hard. Like, literally everyone was telling him, no, you're gonna get addicted. He's like, psh, no, I'm not. And then he literally did and documented it all. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Afraid of Velcro commented. First of all, afraid of Velcro? Really? Anyways, I can't find it, but it was on a thread asking everyone to confess their secrets. Oh, I don't like this already. What did this person do? One guy wrote about how his job was to do the safety checks. Oh my God, I already know this is gonna be bad. And math for trains that transport very dangerous chemicals. He said that he's heard voices for years and they're always telling him he should intentionally make mistakes and let people die from his mistakes. And he learned whenever the voices went quiet to recheck his work. Every single time they went quiet, he'd made a mistake, and people probably would have been killed if he hadn't rechecked. He was too afraid to tell anyone about the voices because he would lose his job. And he was also afraid of losing that internal warning. My description doesn't do it justice, but it was sad and terrifying all at once. Oh my God, that was a lot to take in. Are you kidding me? So this guy literally has like demonic voices in his head, like, yes, kill the people, mess up the chemicals. right? Thank God he doesn't listen to them. But it's so weird how all of a sudden they go quiet and he's like, oh snap, I think I appeased the demons. I need to go back and check my work. And every time he goes back and checks, he was right. He would have killed people. Afraid of Velcro? No. I'm afraid of this mano. This one is from Disposable Elaine. My grandma told me that after her husband died, if she left the bedroom door open when she slept, she had dreams that he was coming into her bedroom, but when she shut the door, the dreams went away. Shortly before she died, she told me, now he comes in even when the door is shut. What does that even mean? Was her husband haunting her? Did she kill her husband and that's why he's haunting her? Just saying. Maybe that's why. Now he comes in even when the door is shut. Maybe he's coming in to retrieve her. Like your time is up kind of thing. Retrieving her and taking her to the afterlife with him. Unless he had sinister intentions and, she's a murderer and he's coming back for revenge. Just saying. This is from The Painted Door. I was camping with friends. It was early in the season and we were the only ones in that section of the park. One morning, I stayed in my sleeping bag in the tent while everyone else went to the facilities, which were a bit of a walk away. I dozed off again. I was awoken by someone grabbing my foot through the tent. Lord help me, no thank you. I was groggy and assumed it was a friend playing a joke and kicked and said, my foot was grabbed again and pulled, and I kicked again pretty hard, not afraid to kick my friend who was now pissing me off. He stopped and I dozed off again. I woke up again probably less than half an hour later and heard my friends in the distance returning. When they got back, I asked them who was the one trying to wake me up. They had no idea what I was talking about, honestly. I told them about something grabbing my foot through the tent, and they thought I was trying to tell a story to scare them. I still have no idea what it was. It wasn't even dark out at the time. You are lucky. You are lucky. The fact that you could kick away this, it could have been a creature like a Sasquatch, just saying. Could have been a Sasquatch trying to grab you. Or it could have been a killer trying to grab you and take you. Or a kidnapper trying to grab you and take you. The fact that you just kick them away like that, you're lucky. Also, if people do that to me when I'm sleeping, I automatically open my eyes to see what's up. I'm super cautious. I'm like, bam, who's in my room, But this person just was sleeping and was like, can you just stop? Can you just F off, please? You're really bothering me. I'm trying to sleep. And the person was like, damn, okay, I'll go take a look at the other tent. Okay, I'll go kidnap somebody else. Jeez. This is from Nixie9. Once I was alone in the house and heard an elderly lady say, hello, in a crackly voice. That was my old lady crackly voice. I froze, freaked out a bit, but then manned up and gave my own crackly hello back, only to hear the same voice again. Long story short, turns out the cat I was babysitting for my friend can mimic human speech. Who the cats could do that? Is it a demon cat? Because cats can't do that. Cats can't do that. They're not parrots. If you had a parrot, I'd be like, okay, it's just the bird. But a freaking cat speaking back to you? That's creepy, but also really funny. Imagine you're babysitting a cat and you're like, excuse me, you didn't tell me that your cat talks, okay? That was not in the babysitting contract. Take your cat back. It's a human that got transformed into a cat. This is from Captain Kershaw. I spoke to the ghost of my great-grandmother on the telephone. Whoa, that's a good opening line. I didn't recognize her voice because she had died over 60 years before I was born. But a very elderly sounding lady called and calmly told me to tell Essie it is time to come home now. I kept telling her she had the wrong number, but she was adamant that I pass along the message. 2 hours later, my grandmother's assisted living home called and told us that my grandmother, Esther, had passed away in her sleep. Her mother had died when she was 16 and Essie was my grandmother's childhood nickname. This was 25 years ago, and thinking about it still makes the hair on my neck stand on end. Wow. I am mind blown. Your grandmother literally called you. You were right. I don't even know what to say. She literally... Oh, it was the grandmother telling them... That is heavy stuff. That is insane. Your great-grandmother was like, come to me, my child, come. That is so sad. This is from Souvois. I'm not even gonna say that. I think I'm saying their name wrong. Anyway, I saw a confession to a murder. Oh my god, he lived in Hamilton, Ontario or Kitchener, Ontario. Oh, that's a little close. Then fled to Buffalo, New York. Before he fled, he wrote out what he was thinking prior to anyone knowing he murdered his girlfriend. By the time I read his post, he was wanted for murder. It was really sick reading his confession written right after such a horrific crime, as he tried to rationalize it to himself and the broader Reddit community. I bet that would have been hard to read, like you said. Oh man, what gets me is that sometimes killers, like Joe Goldberg from You, think that their killings are rationalized, that they did it for a specific reason. In this case, I don't know what it was, but on the show You, he thinks he's doing it to protect his girlfriend. Spoiler alert. But seriously, it's a common thing for murderers that they literally think that like they're helping out society, they're getting rid of, sinners or whatever this person's reason was. It's crazy. All right, guys, that's all the creepy posts that I'll be reading today. Let me know in the comments below which one of these creeped you out the most. I don't know. They all are pretty creepy, not gonna lie. Some of them would be good for like a horror movie plot though. So any directors out there, hit me up if you wanna create something together. I am an actor. And with that being said, I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll catch y'all later. Stick around for some bloopers. Number 9. It's gonna be a long ass video. Wow, okay. Depressing! I gotta make myself laugh to move on to the next one. Woo! Okay. She left the bedroom door open. Bro, did I say bathroom door? I think so. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm so sorry.